Welcome to the Boys to Gods podcast, where we help young men become great men while on the way to becoming gods.
Yeah, so I want to just touch a little bit on the situation between Monique and her son. And I'm not going to get into a whole lot of what she said and what he said. But here's the main thing. She already told us that she basically was not a good mother. Hell, she even admitted to it at the time, being so focused on her career and being, I guess I would say, addicted on the lifestyle of being a celebrity and going for the celebrity. She didn't say it that way, but that's just the way I'm interpreting it. That she wasn't really interested in being a mother, and that's we commend her for admitting some shit like that. It don't get no realer than that, being that upfront. But what her son is saying is that, yeah, okay, she's acknowledging it, but the way she talked about the people who wronged her being accountable, she's not necessarily being accountable to me. And, you know, Monique and her husband had a response or a rebuttal, and he came back. Here's my take on all of it. If you are a parent and you hurt your child in any type of way, a way that's traumatizing, which he obviously has been traumatized, whether it's just a physical abuse or emotional abuse or verbal abuse. In this case, I would say his is more of an emotional abuse because it's more or less really a neglect. Yeah, he was cared for with financial things, bills and clothing, probably all types of material shit. But the love, the interaction, there's nothing like, a child needs that loving interaction from their parents, both parents actually. And I'm talking from fucking experience, to be honest. It's crazy because I haven't put out that many videos, but probably hell, maybe in half the videos I've put out, well, at least in about maybe three of them so far. Like I said, I ain't got 10 videos out yet, but I've mentioned my pops, my father, my dad on at least 2 or 3 of them already. That's because he raised me, number one. Number two, he was a great dad. Not perfect, nowhere near perfect, but he was a great dad. Great dad. He was a great dad. What is a great dad? A great dad is a man who really wants to do the best job he can, and he does everything he can to do the best he can. That's what my father did. He did his best. I know that for sure. Lost him a couple of years ago, but I know for a fact. And me and him had clashed on more than a few occasions. At one point, I was about 21. I stopped speaking to him for a while. But even then, as I look back on it, and me and him patched shit up, after that. And then, it was just a matter of me growing up, and I'm not trying to hear what the fuck he's trying to say. And he's like, "Oh, fuck it, then you grown man. It's time for you to get out and do your own thing." Now, I don't like the way he handled it. He could have handled that shit a lot better. But at the end of the day, I know he did, and he was doing what he thought was best for his son. And in ways, he was right. He just didn't go about it the wrong way. I mean, he didn't go about it the right way. But me and my mom, let's just say she was not the best mother, and she'll tell you that. So I kind of identify with Monique's son in a lot of ways, man. Even to this day, the situation between me and my mom, it's better. But the only reason it's really better, to be honest, the only reason it's better is because, let me go back a little bit. I'm an only child. So I'm the only child that my parents had. I only have one child. And so my child is a girl. So my mother always wanted a daughter. And so when I had my girl, as y'all probably guess, she kind of just clung to my daughter. Now, my mom, like I said, she wasn't a good mom. You know, she wasn't the worst mom. Was she a bad mom? Yeah, she was a bad mom. She wasn't terrible. Bad. Maybe bad might not be fair. Let's just say not good. She wasn't a good mom. However, she was a good grandmother, very good grandmother. You know, so me seeing the bond that my daughter had with my mother, and at the time too, my daughter's mom was not as involved in her life as she should have been. I knew my daughter needed all of that female interaction, and she needed all the love she can get, because I was giving all I could, but like I said, you need all that from male and female. And so, seeing that my mom was doing what she should have been doing as a grandmother, it helped me put my personal shit for my personal feelings for my mom to the back burner. And it got to the point where I was like, you know what? All these years, now this is as an adult, I was still feeling some type of way about my mom. Hell, even as I fucking speak right now, I still feel some type of way about some of the shit that popped off. That shit doesn't go away, man. And that's what motherfuckers need to understand. You know, if it was a young woman talking about being wronged by her dad, society understands. But as a young man, oh, you're supposed to be tough and let that go. And I'm going to agree with that to a point. Because that's what the fuck I had to do. I had to get to a point to say, okay, my daughter's here. Her mom is not as involved, but my mother is picking up the slack big time. You know. So if I harbor these feelings for my mom and let it manifest and let it come out, that potentially would damage the relationship between my daughter and my mom, or my daughter and me, because of how she feels about my mom. So I just had to suck that shit up, man. Put that shit to the back burner. And me and my mom actually had a conversation some years ago. And I told her, I said, hey, you may not have been the best mom, but, you know, you more than made up for it, you know, by the type of grandmother you are. Now, I felt that way, but I was just being the bigger motherfucker, man. Still, to this day, those things don't go away, man. That shit does not go the fuck away. You know? And here's the thing. If you are the parent and you know you wronged that child, you gotta eat that shit. You can't be saying, well, I apologize. Well, I've tried to reach out. Yeah, maybe you did apologize. Maybe you did try to reach out. Maybe you've done everything you tried. And even though he doesn't feel that, yes, there's not a whole lot of, I'm putting words in his mouth, so forgive me if I'm wrong. It seems like he feels like, yeah, you said you were sorry, but your actions are not really showing that you really understand what you did or want to take, you know, accountability for what you did, you know? Maybe whether she's done everything, whether she's sincere in all her efforts or not, whatever it is, it's not enough to make what he's feeling go away or make it better. You gotta acknowledge that shit. And that ain't just for Monique. That's for anybody who hear my fucking voice right now. You gotta eat it. So yeah, you blew up on the interview, Club Shay Shay. Club Shay Shay mentioned the situation between Monique and her son. She said what she said. He felt some type of way about it. He has a right to say something. Motherfuckers is coming out and attacking him. No, y'all can't attack him. He's speaking on his experience with his mom. He feels some type of way about it. And like he said, one of the other reviews, you know, he's had plenty of years to come out and say some shit if he wanted to say some shit. He just, for whatever reason, he felt at that time that he should say something. He said it. He should be allowed to say that without motherfuckers. Really, I ain't got shit. He shouldn't have shit to say about it. That's just his truth. She acknowledged that she wronged him, and he has something else to say about it. Well, he has something to say about it for the first time, you know. Now you all you motherfuckers that you really was just all up in your feelings because y'all feel like women, no matter what the fuck they do, should not be held accountable for what the fuck they do. One of the reasons why the state between brothers and sisters is where it's at now. One of the reasons. But I'm not getting into all that. Bottom line is, she was not a good mother to him. She touched on the Club Shay Shay situation, but the way she made it sound it didn't go well with her son, and he had something to say about it. And I'm here telling y'all, and this ain't just observation, this is based on my own motherfucking experience. When a parent wrongs a child, and I know several other situations like this, you can't just say, well, I apologize, you should be, I'm your mother, or I'm your father, you should, no, fuck that. That's part of the reason why we here. That's you still thinking about you more than what I'm dealing with, than what I'm going through, than what you put me through, than what you did to me. It's the bottom line, folks. When a person close to you is hurt by you, and I'm talking about a person who, whether it's a mother, child, sibling, hell, intimate partner, somebody who you feel like is supposed to have your back no matter what. When you hurt that person, and most motherfuckers won't ever forget that shit. Now, some people are probably able to get past that, but it don't mean that the feelings are not still gonna be there, probably forever. In many cases, maybe they're able to get past it. But if they can't get past it, let them handle that shit in the way that they need to handle it, and acknowledge it. And don't try to fix it, because obviously the only way you can fix it is just by acknowledging the shit and being sincere if you are sorry, and just being sincere with it. And it may not understand that your best efforts may not ever be good enough, because maybe it's irreparable. You've done too much fucking damage. All you can do is do the best to make sure you don't hurt them again from this fucking point on. There is no, well, I've done this to make it better. I've tried this. I've tried everything, y'all. I've tried everything I can. They tripping. No, they ain't tripping. They still fucking hurt. That shit still hurts. And every time, and man, imagine seeing the person hurts you all on your phone, all on the TV, all on the radio. Especially when the person is popular and hot. That's one thing. And then to have that person actually mention you, and the way it comes out, it rubs you the wrong way. Nah, it's like reliving this shit all over. Reliving different incidences. I'm pretty sure it ain't just one incident. And see, what y'all not understanding is, a person goes on TV, or it might be somebody y'all at the family function, and they say, hey, I done this, that, and the other. And it sounds like, okay, either it was one situation that happened that hurt the person, or maybe some things that happened when the person was a child. And that very well could be true. But then, and I'm gonna use my own example to illustrate this next point. The things that made my mother a bad parent, and even though she was a very good grandparent, I still see the shit that made her a bad parent. Those traits are still there. Sometimes I still get irked. I don't say shit. I don't even have attitude towards her. Not anymore. I used to. Many years ago, but I let that shit go. But that shit is still there. Still get irked hearing her voice sometimes. Still get irked when I see the message pop up on my phone. I still get irked sometimes when I see her calling me. Hell, she even irks my daughter sometimes. But that's like I said, man. Yeah. So what I'm trying to say, people, is, yeah, her son sees her talking and all that, and it's probably so many things that she says, and even not even saying how she looks or holds herself or how her attitude towards a certain topic, and he hears about it or he sees it, it probably just brings all that bullshit back. He still feels a certain way. I know exactly how that feels. I don't know how he feels, but I know how that situation can make a motherfucker feel. I'm gonna end this shit here, man. Bottom line is this, and I've said this actually when I was defending Monique and Kat in another video. If a motherfucker fucks over you, motherfucker hurts you, motherfucker does something to you, motherfucker betrays you, nobody can say how you're supposed to respond, how you're supposed to feel. Or if it was a long time ago, that you should be over it by now. What if you can't get over it? So that's I'm the motherfucker who got hurt, but I can't get over it. That's my fault. Now I'm wrong. You grown man, you should be. Man, fuck you. Fuck you. Because if it's you on some shit, somebody did some shit to do, well, I'm still mad because ain't no because it still hurts, motherfucker. That's why. You can't fuck over people and then be tripping. Like, that's another situation. I had a motherfucking homeboy. Me and this motherfucker, he was my best friend for many years. He fucked around, got caught up on the plastic. And for you young motherfuckers who don't know what caught up on the plastic means, he got addicted to crack. Plastic being the plastic tubes that motherfucker used to can go to the gas stations and buy these little miniature roses for like $1. I think it was back in the day about $1. And what the crackheads would do was take the little rose toy out and do whatever the fuck they're gonna do with it, and use the little plastic tube that the roses came in. That's the new crack pipe. Now, that's the cheap ones. You know, they had more sophisticated things or different things, but caught up in the plastic. That's where that term comes from. Using little plastic tubes, usually those type of things, and then damn, I'm expose my motherfucking street knowledge here. Anyway, used to take little Brillo pads and shit, chore boys, use little filters and shit and stuff it in the tube and shit, and then put the rock in the filter, light the shit, smoke it. Nah, this is speculation. I've never seen motherfuckers smoke crackers. I've been telling them myself. In any case, you can see it on TV and in the movies. So that's how I know about it. That's how I know about it. Anyway, caught up on the plastic. He got caught up on the bullshit. And so me and him had a falling out. Motherfucker stole my identity. Motherfucker got caught stealing the shit and used my name and address and shit. Me and him were so tight and shit, we damn near knew each other's social security numbers and shit. But he kind of messed that up and shit and had the address off a little bit. In any case, though, I had warrants off my arrest for some shit he did. Got pulled over, had to borrow money at that point to get up out the bullshit. We were young and shit. Well, I was still a young man. In any case, I stopped fucking with him, obviously. Some people, they let some shit like that go. I don't let motherfuckers fuck over me like that and just let it go. And this situation was really easy, so I stopped fucking with him. Years later, actually, last year's motherfucker reached out to me on motherfucking Facebook. I didn't know this motherfucker. He talking about it's me, motherfucker. I know it's you. fucking with you no more. I ain't fuck with you since that bullshit popped off. I ain't no bygones be bygones. See, some people let people fuck over them and they still deal with them. Some people, when you fuck over them, they're done. I honestly can't tell y'all that if I didn't have my daughter, I would still be talking to my mother. That's just being real with you motherfuckers. Sometimes motherfuckers can't forget the bullshit. And it ain't up to you to say whether Monique's son or me or anybody else, you should be over that. You should get past. No, fuck you. Fuck, you don't fucking know me. And you don't know how this shit has really affected me. So, I think the best way to look at this shit is if you hurt somebody, understand that they may never get over it. Yeah, you should apologize. And you should be real sincere and you should do everything you can to convey that apology. But that doesn't mean that you spend the rest of your day saying, I'm sorry. What it means is this. You have a sit down, if that's possible. You express your sincere apologies. You let them know, hey, if there's any way anything I can do to help you get past this, please let me know, and you leave it at that. Sometimes the best thing to do is to stay out that motherfucker's way. But what you don't do is you don't get mad at a motherfucker you hurt for still being mad because you hurt him. I don't give a fuck how long it takes. Well, you should be enough. Fuck you. You can't tell me that I should be over it. If I knew how to be fucking over it, motherfucker, I would be over it. It ain't that fucking easy. So, you hurt somebody, especially someone who's supposed to be close to you, somebody who you damn sure shouldn't be hurting. We shouldn't hurt nobody, but life is life. People get hurt all the time. And if you the motherfucker hurting somebody, understand that they may never get over it. And you are wrong if you're trying to say that, well, I apologize, I was sincere, and they should be over it. You just be sincere, apologize, and hope for the best. And if they never get over it, then they never get over it. Give them space. Be there for them if they need you, if they want you, if they want help from you. Be there for them any way you can. But don't try to make them feel guilty for not forgiving you or not being able to make you feel like you've actually been forgiven. That's not their job. Sometimes we fuck up and there ain't nothing you can do about it. You can never make up for it. Understand that. So be careful how you treat people. Be careful how you treat motherfuckers, especially the people who are close to you, especially the people who depend on you. Please understand that you can hurt a person to the point where you can never fix it. And they could be forever damaged by it. I'm gonna leave this shit right here. Y'all take care.